Hello everyone. So I thought I'd show you today my Tusting mini holly collection. I've done a video on the Tusting mini holly before and I've shown what fits inside of the bag. So if you've not seen that and you want to know what fits in the bag right off, you can go ahead and watch that video. But this is like a reintroduction because since the first time I did the video showcasing this bag, I've added two others, and then I just received a few days ago a special order that I was going to show you guys. So now I have 4 mini hollies. I was first introduced to the bag and the Tusting name when I saw Princess Catherine wearing it a couple of years ago, and as soon as I saw her wearing it, I bought it like the next day. I went onto their website and purchased it, and at the time I think I paid $375. And then, of course, the minute, Princess Catherine wore it, they raised the price. So within about a month, they'd raised the price, I believe, from $375 to about $425. And now when you go on their website, it's almost $500. So it's been a significant, I guess, price increase just because of the publicity that the princess generated for them. But I still think it's a good value. If you do a special order like I did, I'll show you the one I special ordered. There's, of course, an upcharge, and the upcharge varies according to what you decide to have done to the bag. So initially, I think it begins at $125, the upcharge, and then goes from there. When I first ordered this bag, this was the first one I ordered, this was the second, and this was the third. When I first ordered this bag, I believe they only had like 4 colors to choose from, maybe 5. And now when you go on their website, there's almost like 11 or 12 variations. So you have a lot of choice now if you want to pick up this bag. I really, really obviously love it. I've purchased it 4 times now. I think it's really, really great. Let me just kind of tell you the sizing. You can see everything on their website, but it's approximately 8.5 in the length. It's approximately 5.5 in the height, and they list the width as a 3.1, but it's completely expandable. Let me use this one because it doesn't have the charms. It's got these like button poppers on the side, so you can completely expand it out and get more of a fishbowl, large effect, and it goes much wider than the 3.1 that they tell you on the website. Since purchasing these, I've kind of started following them quite a lot on Instagram and YouTube and that sort of thing, and what I've come to realize is that they're very transparent with their creation process and the kind of materials that they use. And how they make the bags, all of their bags, not just the mini holly. So if you're interested in finding out more about the company, definitely check out their Instagram or I believe their YouTube, because they put up videos all the time, on how they construct the bag and the kind of materials they use. According to their website and their videos, they use a smooth Atlantic leather on a majority of their bags, and the bags are in fact very, very smooth. And one of the questions that I've received quite a lot is whether you can see scratches on the bags, particularly on the lighter colors, and the answer is yes. I don't know if I can bring it up, how well you'd see it, but there's quite a lot of marking on the back. I've worn this one a lot, so I would expect that, but just, from the side profile, I don't think you can see it, but I can definitely see a darkening a little bit and many scratches here. I don't know if there's fingernail scratches or just scratches from use, rubbing up against things, but I can definitely see them. And on the front as well, I can see them right here. So can you see scratches from a distance? Probably not, but if you are inspecting your bag up close, you can definitely see scratching on the lighter colors. This one, not so much. I don't see it. I think the lighter colors are more prone to showing that kind of thing. But all of them have been very, very, very well used. I love these bags. I use them all the time. The black, I actually can see a little bit of scratching and creasing as well. So yeah, you can see marks, you can see scratching, and it happens pretty fast. I've owned the bags not that long, maybe a couple of years, but the scratches show up pretty quickly. They all come with a strap, and the strap, they come with a dust bag as well, and I just kind of store the dust bag inside. The strap, for your reference, is about 22 to 23 inches, and it does have adjustment holes. But you can ask the company to make it longer if you need it longer, and probably shorter if you need it shorter, I would assume. But they all come with a strap, and the strap is quite thin. So might be a drawback for some people, because when you start to put items in the bag, it's very comfortable, very, very, very lightweight. It's completely under a pound. It's closer to 12 and a half ounces. It's nowhere near a pound. It's so featherweight, so lightweight. But if you put a lot of heavy items in it, it will get heavy, and then a thin strap kind of makes it feel heavier because the weight isn't well distributed. So that's one downside that I've noticed about the bag, is the strap. It could, you know, depending on the contents that you put in, the strap might not support them really well. So depending on what color you pick up, each bag has a slight difference in what's inside. They're all microfiber. This might look black, but it's actually a navy. Maybe you can see it that way. It's like a taupe and navy color, and this is the color that Princess Catherine wore. So, and then you've got like their crest in there. But this one is a micro suede navy against the taupe. And this one, I think, is just orange against orange. Let's verify. No, it's not. It's actually maroon against orange. So you get a maroon color against the orange. And then the black one, my black one, they do have a solid black on their website right now, like an all leather black, but my black has suede. So it's a combination of leather and suede. This was the only variation they had at the time, so I went with it. And it has like a purple. So it's black and royal purple. So from time to time, they mix it up a little bit with different choices. So, and I think right now they have like a solid suede one. So definitely check it out if you're interested in it. And one thing I did notice, one slight drawback, they said that most of their customers, when I inquired, come from the United States. And yet the return process is not that great. They ship it to you completely free, and all of the taxes and duties and customs are covered. So you don't have to worry that, you know, DHL is going to show up on your doorstep and demand, you know, more money. They completely cover everything when you pay for the bag. So your $4.95 includes the duties and customs and shipping. But if there's something wrong with the bag and you want to inquire about returning it, I found that they weren't super helpful with that. When I bought this particular one, let me take its dust bag out so I can show you. It came like this, if you can see it. It came creased, like badly creased. And of course now it's gotten a little worse, but it did come creased. And when I told the company, I wasn't super happy about that. Like, look right here too. It's all creased, and I've added to the creasing a little bit, but it did come completely creased like that when I purchased it. They weren't that interested in taking it back. They said that that's the leather and that's the look of the bag, you know, and kind of shrugged it off, I guess. But when you look at my other ones, and this one has been used more than the orange, it's clearly not creased, and this one has been used more. They don't all go that way. So I kind of feel like it was a defect in that leather or in that item, and they weren't really willing to deal with it for whatever reason. But these ones have been used as much, if not more, than the orange, and there's not that same creasing. So anyway, just something to be aware of, that if you're buying from a company that's overseas, you know, you can't just walk in and have a problem solved. You're going to have to, you know, rely on internet and email and that sort of thing to, you know, help you out. So if you have anything that you want me to try specifically, see if it fits in the bag for you, I'd be happy to do that. Or you can take a look at my other video, and that'll show you everything that I feel, you know, you can get inside the bag. One thing I want to point out is that all of their hardware is gold. So no matter what item you pick, you're going to end up with gold hardware. The only way to get around that is if you do a special order. And the reason I mention that is because my special order did include silver hardware. So let me go ahead and open that up for you guys. I'm not opening it up, I actually have had it, so I'm just showing it. So let me push those out of the way. You can pick your color on the exterior, you can pick your color on the interior, you can pick the length of your strap, and you can pick the color of the hardware. And then of course you can personalize it with any kind of message that you want on the inside. So that's kind of what you get with the special order. Any color and leather that they have in stock, they will be willing to do for you. So the one that I went with was this color. It's a, I guess it's a baby blue. I would consider it like either a baby blue or a sky blue. And I love blue. So at the time, they did not offer this color in their line. I don't think they offer it now even. They have like a navy, but not a sky blue. but this is the color that I wanted. They were offering it on a different bag, but not the mini holly, so I just asked if they could make it in the mini holly. And then they recommended, and then of course I got the silver hardware, and the silver hardware will be on the outside on this part right here, and then on your strap, and that's compared, if you can see it, to the gold hardware. I just like silver in general, and I thought it would pair better with blue than gold. And then on the inside, they recommended that I go with a cream color. So I went with a cream Microsoft. It's like a light ivory color. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then the crust is also done in silver instead of a gold stamp, gold foil. So it's a silver foil. But like I was showing you on the orange one, I haven't even used this one yet, and you can see the creasing. So expect that if you order from them, this will happen on some of their pieces. On this one, it's just on the top. I don't see it on the sides, but I don't know. I find it a little bit disappointing, but I guess it is what it is. That's the kind of leather they use. Let me, if you want, I'm going to show you guys what fits in the bag just really quickly. I'll take what I'm carrying currently and just kind of toss it in and see, so you guys can get the better idea of the capacity. So the reason I love this bag so much is the lightweight aspect of it. It's just so easy to carry, so easy to pick up and wear crossbody or by the handle. And if you look at most of Tusting's promo pics, everybody's carrying it by hand. I don't know if that's like a British thing versus American, that we like to crossbody more so than, you know, hand carry our little bags, but they seem to hand carry their bags quite a lot. I don't think any of the promos show the bag being worn crossbody, so that's just, I don't know what's going on there, but they definitely show it as handheld, so that's, you know, maybe a preferred way to wear it over there. I love it as a crossbody. I rarely use it just by the top handle. It always has the crossbody strap attached, and it's super, super easy to carry. Very lightweight for the most part. And I had the Chanel Coco handle, and this is much superior to the Coco handle. A lot of these mini bags, for whatever reason, the designers put like a divider inside, and that takes away really, you know, precious space in small bags. But as you can see with them, it's completely open, so you're not wasting any space. And I love that about this bag, that your hand just can go in there and, you know, rummage as much as it likes, and it's just an open hole. It's really great. So the bag I've been using is the Celine Nano luggage. I'm just going to dump all my stuff out and show you the great capacity of the mini Holly. So we got some stuff here. Let's just go ahead and toss it in here. And start with the phone. My phone is 6.5 inches. Hopefully you guys can see this. And it easily goes in the bag, and you have room for a much larger phone. So any larger phone you have will easily go in that bag. There's a ton of space in there for phone. I have a mini pochette, and that easily goes in there as well. It's up against the phone. What's doubling as a wallet? My Chanel O case. Let's put that in there. Let's put my car keys in there on the side. You can put a pair of sunglasses easily on the top. How about a lotion? And just a little package of gum and candy. So sunglasses will easily go in, or reading glasses. And then if you want to snap it up on the side, you can do so. Well, maybe not. That's putting a lot of pressure on the side. There we go. So that's like how it looks like with it snapped on the side. And then it easily closes. So all of that stuff in this tiny little mini bag came out of a much larger tote. So really, really great capacity. If you guys have any questions about the mini Holly, you want me to, you know, talk about a certain feature or something like that, obviously I've owned them for a while now, and I have quite a few, so feel free to message me and ask what you need to ask. Hopefully it's helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. Bye-bye.